this video is gonna be about Stigma. We're gonna talk about Stigma, you and me, and let's talk about it. I'm gonna tell you right now so you guys don't trip, okay? This is how I think and how I play with Stigma. This is not how you're supposed to play, okay? This is not about which Stigma you're supposed to use, okay? This tutorial is about the Stigma I use. So people ask me, MechEagle, which Stigma you're using. So this video it's about which Stigma I'm using, not which Stigma you should use, okay? So I don't want you guys to complain in the comment, okay? So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna do my solo PvP Stigma. Cause if you watch my stream or watch my video, you can see I'm always doing solo PvP. So it's gonna be my solo PvP Stigma. The group Stigma for when I do like ID or like KBF or Ijadom, Karma Battlefield, stuff like that. When I'm in group with people or OW, and we're gonna talk too about my PvE Stigma. So we're gonna check all those type of Stigma and which combination of Stigma you can do. Like you need to understand. Stigma are changing differently to the target you're fighting. So if, for example, you're fighting like I don't know, like a spirit master, like a arena, you know, like you're gonna fight versus a spirit master, you're gonna use like this Stigma. You're not gonna use like mana burn or some weaver example. You're not gonna use mana burn. If you're fighting versus a plate, you're not using sprint. And like Stigma, it's another. I mean, arena are two different things. So I'm gonna first start with my solo Stigma. When I do open world, like example, I don't have an NPC next to me and I cannot change Stigma every like 2 seconds, okay? So that's gonna be like the first conversation. And after that, I'm gonna talk about the group PvP Stigma, which Stigma you're supposed to have in a group. And after that, I'm gonna talk about which Stigma you can use to fight versus each class, okay? And after that, I'm gonna talk about PvE Stigma for like DPS or like mass train or anything. So let's start with that. We're gonna start with the solo PvP Stigma. Like I say, the Stigma I'm using in open world when I'm playing alone, okay? I don't have a fucking cleric to carry my ass. I'm gonna get Zerd. I need to defend myself, and I need to be fast. I need to move fast. So this is gonna be the first Stigma we're gonna check together. Let's go with that. This is the build. Like I said, this is what I use, not what you're supposed to use, guys. This is two different thing, okay? Don't take me wrong on this, okay? This is the Stigma I use. You guys ask me which Stigma I'm using. I'm telling you the Stigma I'm using. I'm not telling you which Stigma you should use, okay? I'm telling you which one I'm using. So this is my open world Stigma PvP. So basically, it's the Stigma I'm running when I'm like doing open world solo. So I mean, on my server we don't have much cleric on open world, so I mean I don't really need to have the magical accuracy like a lot of people are using. So let's start with looking at my Stigma, and after that I explain why I'm doing it, okay? So we got Meteor Strike here. Meteor Strike is my ghost Stigma. We got the blue one, Mobility Thruster. This is my all, by the way, guys. So my Stigma are pretty low level, so I mean this is not my other AetherTech with mine, so this is why my Stigma are solo. We got Thermal Plate here, and I'm gonna explain each Stigma what they are doing after that, guys, don't worry. And you got Whiplash here, we got the Mana Burn here, and the Drill Board. Okay, so let's start with Meteor. Why I use Meteor Strike? Because Meteor Strike is a skill with 30 seconds of cooldown, and it's the extra DPS, and when this skill is proccing, it's do like 3 to 5k damage when it's crit. So I mean, it's pretty OP Stigma, and it's doing a lot of damage. And I'm gonna explain too in 2 seconds why I'm using Meteor and not this one here who everyone is using this Stigma and they're like, MechEagle, why you don't use Kinetic Boulevard, man? What the fuck are you doing? Why you're so new? Let me explain to you. I'm using a Thermal Plate. Thermal Plate is a Stigma basically who's giving you like let's not talk about the parry because nobody give a fuck. It give you like stun. It give you stun, lockdown, blockage they call it, lockdown, bind resist. Fear resist, and it gives you PvP defense and combat too. So it gives you PvP, not PvP attack, PvP defense. So this is another stat here. And we get Mobility Thruster. Mobility Thruster, it's dropping your PDEF, but let's not talk about the PDEF. Nobody care about it. But yeah, maybe you guys care about it, but I mean, it's not really like important, okay? Because like I always explain, if someone is kiting you and you cannot catch the person, basically, if you cannot catch the person, you're losing HP. So having less PDEF by popping a skill, it doesn't affect you, because basically you cannot catch the person. So if you cannot catch the person, basically you're losing HP. So it's the same thing. Okay, sorry, people are doing Kaisis Siege, and today it's Monday, it's my day off, so I'm not doing Siege. So I'm using those two skills here and with the Meteor Strike, and you're like, MechEagle, why you use Meteor Strike? Why you don't use like this one here? Because basically you cannot do open world without sprint, okay? If you do open world without sprint, you're gonna get your ass fucking wrecked all the time by the Zard who's gonna catch you with like, I don't know, man, Sunweaver, man, Chanter, a Cleric, Gladiator, Sin Ranger, man, name every fucking class you want in the game. They all have a fucking sprint, and if they are good with a Chanter or they good with a Sunweaver, they have sprint. So if they have sprint and you don't have sprint and you're doing solo PvP, you're gonna get killed by the Zard all day, okay? So I always have mobility thrust, okay? The thermal plate's pretty simple. I have thermal plate because I mean this skill is give you like the PvP defense, lockdown resist, you're not getting by Sunweaver, by Gladiator, by fucking Chanter, by Spirit Masters. I mean, it's pretty OP, okay? The fear resist, if you don't have fear resist and you get a Spirit Master who have a baby dick, he's gonna instant fear you first kill. So I mean, that's the game, right? Meteor Strike is for the DPS. Let's show you the Meteor Strike, because I know you guys all like, yo, MechEagle, you should use Kinetic Bulwark, man. Don't use a Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike is PV. Let me show you what's happening if I remove Meteor Strike and I put this one here. You can see it's not the same stigma in the middle, and this skill is giving you MP, man. If you know how to play AetherTech, I'm sorry to say, but you don't fucking need the MP skill, okay? You don't need the MP skill, okay? You already have this skill here who's giving you mana, so I mean, you don't need fucking skill MP of mana, okay? So you don't need this skill. So basically, I love the Mass Paralyze. The Mass Paralyze is part of my rotation. If you watch my video talking about this skill, you can see. I mean, I got my Para Chain, and I really like the Mass Paralyze. This skill is changing a lot of fights. Sometimes your click will get zerged by like 6%, and you want like someone who's like an open world next to you or something like that, or like AetherTech. AetherTech is charging Kinetic Slam in your face. You do like Mass Paralyze, and even if you're far away from him, you will cancel his Kinetic Slam or stuff like that. So the Mass Paralyze, it's a epic stigma, and you cannot play without that stigma. I don't know what you guys do, but I cannot do it. So that's why I'm running Meteor Strike here, and I got Meteor Strike to have this chain here. So I love this vision, so that's why I'm using Meteor to have this skill. Because if I put the other one with the sprint, I mean, you cannot play without thermal plate, and you cannot play without mobility thrust open world. I mean, you guys can say what you want. We're not talking about arena, we are talking about open world PvP. So you don't really have the choice to have a Meteor Strike here to be able to have this skill. I know some of you guys will say like, fuck Meteor, let's put the Aether charging still, but I don't like Aether charging still, because basically the skill is only like 10 seconds. It's fucking 10 seconds. It's like it's a burst, man. But if you're getting like locked down or you're getting sleep on this skill, I mean, you just lose your skill, and this skill can be used 2 times in 30 seconds. It's gonna do like 3k plus 3k, 6k of damage. So 6k of damage will probably be more than having this skill who's give you 10% of PvP attack, because it's not about attack speed. Because if you pop your DP skill here and you pop the thruster here, I mean, you already have the max attack speed. So I mean, it's not for the attack speed, totally not. It's just about the PvP attack and maybe the 300 magic boost. 300 magic boost. Okay, so this is here Replash, because I mean this skill is AoE, it's doing a lot of damage, so it can hit a lot of people, so that's why I use it. The drill board, because if you don't play without drill board, I don't know which game you're playing. Yeah, that's me. If you don't play with drill board, stop playing AetherTech, okay? And the mana burn, because if you get attacked by a Sin, a Gladiator, I mean the mana burn can save your life. It's basically a reflect, but a reflect of MP. It's good versus Ranger too, so it's pretty nice skill. Can give you a break. Like example, if they pop Berserk or a skill, they can hit you like a lot of damage, like a Sin Fury. They pop Fury. It's like, oh yeah, you want to pop your big skill? I'll pop this skill, and this skill should stop you to use a big skill. So this is gonna be for my solo PvP stigma. I hope you guys understand. Like I said, this is my stigma and not the stigma you should use, but this is the stigma I use. You guys ask me which stigma I'm using. This is the change of stigma I'm using for open world PvP. Okay, now let's change. We're gonna talk about the group PvP, okay? The group PvP stigma. So when you do an instance and like I don't know like ID Indiana Dome or like KBF and you got a group, you're with a group. You don't really need like the bind resist or anything because basically you're not the main target. So I mean normally you're not the main target, so you don't need this skill either. So I always remove this one. Like I said, you're not the main target, so fuck the mana burn. You don't need the mana burn. They probably have a cleric who's hiding an MR, so we're gonna go with the magical accuracy stigma here. We put the magical accuracy stigma, and because you're fighting a big group, you're gonna go with the mass stun if you charge it. So this skill is pretty OP. So this is a build I like to do. I know you guys don't love this skill, but me, I love sprint. I don't play without sprint, so this is my life. Okay, so sorry you guys have to deal with. If you don't like sprint, basically you can remove it. If you think you don't need a sprint, you can probably like put Ether still if you want. I know a lot of you kids love this skill, or you can just go with this one right now of knuckle for a single target. Or if you want another AoE, you can just put a Ravager to get another AoE. So you can choose this one for more AoE. This one here, if you like this Stigma. I don't really like it, but if you guys want to put it. Or you can put this one here, the Rain of Knuckle, who's like basically another skill you can do. Me personally, like I say, I already told you guys, I'm playing with sprint, so I'm using sprint. I don't care what you guys think. I'm using sprint to catch a person who's like running. I don't like it's ID. The guy is running on the top of the wall. I pop sprint. I catch this guy, man. Or it's like doing KBF. They have the cannon in the middle, camo battlefield. I will be the first one to that fucking cannon with my sprint. So I'm sorry, but I'm playing with sprint. So basically, it's almost the same of my open world. Only difference, and we remove the mana burn here. We remove the mana burn for the magical accuracy, and here we had this one here, the trauma plate. The trauma plate, I just remove it basically because I mean, like I said, you're not main target, so I remove the trauma plate here, and I put the particle whip, who's like a mass stun. So it's pretty cool. Like it's another AoE and it's a stun. So this is gonna be like the group PvP stigma. Basically, this is my group PvP stigma I'm using. Like I say, it's my stigma, not the stigma you should use. This is what I'm using. Okay, now let's talk about Klaus. 1 versus 1 arena. 1 versus 1 arena. Let's talk about it. Let's start with Gladiator. You're fighting versus a Gladiator, you don't need sprint. You don't need sprint versus a Gladiator, man. He's gonna fucking destroy you if you're using sprint. So you can use Trauma Plate. You can use Trauma Plate here. Trauma Plate to get the bind resist, so you're not getting bind. You can use Meteor Strike if you like Meteor Strike. Yeah, I run Meteor Strike with everything. A lot of people will tell you to not use the Meteor Strike and use this skill, because this skill is like an onward evolution, but more tanky, like. So people would tell you to use this one. So I mean, you can use this skill and this one here, this one here, debilitating blade here. So put this one, and what else we can put, and the mana burn. So this will be like this will be the build for versus Gladiator. But like I say, me, I don't want this fucking mana shit. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Meteor. So this is gonna be my Gladiator build. So if I'm fighting versus a Glad and 1 versus 1, this is gonna be the stigma I'm using. Okay, and now let's change for Templar. If I'm fighting versus a Templar, basically I will remove this one here, and I will use the magical accuracy, because I mean Templar, like they have Aether armor, and if they have Aether armor, you cannot like fucking hit them. So that's why I will use them, but to be able to to get into the magical accuracy. Because if the Templar is using like Aether armor and you pop Iron Skin, for remove the Iron Skin you use the drill board. But if you don't have a magical accuracy, you cannot break the Aether armor. So I mean the drill board, because of the extra magic resist is getting for the Aether armor. So that's why this for Templar will be the best stigma, I think. Like I said, it's the stigma I'm using, not the stigma you're supposed to use. Okay, now let's change for Sin versus a Sin. Where's those skill here? Versus Sin is basically like Gladiator. It's almost the same thing. Same thing for Sin. Just run those skills. So we can. This skill, by the way, if I didn't explain, it's for drop the attack speed. Not the attack speed, the damage. So I mean, they have less attack by having that. So I mean, you're taking less damage from physical class. It's pretty cool. It's go with magic boost too. It's 600 magic boost, and it's 250 attack for like a physical class. So this is gonna be the build by me. This is my build I'm gonna use versus a Sin. Versus a Ranger, I'm just gonna remove this one. I'm gonna pop sprint to. I know it's dropped the PDF, but like I say, if you cannot catch the target and the target is running away from you, I mean you're gonna fucking get destroyed. Okay, so this is the build I will use to fight versus a Ranger. A lot of people would tell you to remove Meteor Strike and put Kinetic Bulwark, but this is my own thing, right? So this is the build I'm gonna use. You can use the could use like this one. I don't think I have the Stigma. I'm gonna go buy it on the broker. Give me a second. Go with Stigma. Stigma, AetherTech. That would be better, man. I should do that versus Ranger. This one here, the little root here. That's something smart. I don't have the Stigma on this tomb, so that's why I never think about it. But that's not stupid. So for Ranger, if you fight versus a Ranger, just remove Meteor Strike here and put the root, man, so you can catch the guy who's keep running. So I will use this one here for catch a Ranger. So that will be a nice chain for beat a Ranger. This chain here, you can catch him, you can root him away. You have the stun resist here, and you get the mana burn. So it's pretty good for beat a Ranger. So this is for a Ranger. Source. Fighting versus a Source. I will do Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike. And you don't need mana burn versus a Source, because I mean they are casting class, so casting class is garbage. So I mean you have this one here. What it is? That didn't remove it. I'm missing a Stigma, man. Oh, I'm fucking blind. Oh, it's there on the bottom, that's why. Okay, for a Source. Source, Spirit Master, it's the same thing. Source, Spirit Master, Sunweaver. So Source, Spirit Master, Sunweaver. I will use those Stigma. Those are rocking versus Source, Spirit Master. Or like I said, if you don't like Meteor Strike, you can remove the Meteor Strike and put the root here on the top. But like I said, this is the one I'm using. So versus Source, Spirit Master, and Sunweaver, use those Stigma. Okay, now versus a Cleric. Versus a Cleric, like I said, it's 1 versus 1, guys, okay? Versus a Cleric, you remove this one here, and you just put the mana burn. Not the mana burn, but you put the magical accuracy, so I'm bot. That's what I will use for a Cleric. Like I said, I love Meteor Strike, guys. I know you guys are probably like already going crazy and be like, yo, remove Meteor Strike, MechEagle, stop fucking around. That's what I will use versus a Cleric. That's a chain for a Cleric I will use. What else? A Chanter. A Chanter, you just move mana burn. And I will still keep sprint, man. So when the guy is trying to run away and heal himself, you can catch him with sprint. I know it's stupid, but like I said, that's what I will use. What else we can talk? AetherTech. AetherTech, it's the same thing. AetherTech will be that too. I think we pass every class. I think that's enough. We say Glad, Templar, Ranger, Sin, Sunweaver, Source, Spirit Master, Cleric, Chanter, AetherTech. Gunner. Gunner, I mean same thing. Gunner, I will use this chain. So basically, Gunner, Chanter, AetherTech, I will use all of this to beat this class. Like I said, this is my Stigma, not the Stigma you should use, but the one I'm using. Okay, so this is gonna be my chain of Stigma. That we go for. We did the solo PvP, the group PvP, Stigma for arena. If you, I don't know, like you know which opponent you're gonna go fight. Let's go PvE now. PvE Stigma. PvE Stigma, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's just about DPS, right? So you don't need all those garbage skill. So basically we'll go like this. You put this one here. This Rain of Knuckle, it's pretty OP, man. It's already good to use. For the last one, it's personal. Like if you need to like do like AoE a lot, I will put this one. This one is doing a lot of damage if in AoE. Or you can go with the Maston if you think you need the Maston. You can put the Maston to here. It's doing more damage, but it's less range. If you're like If you're tanking, I would use the Kinetic Bull Warrior if you're tanking. And if you're just DPSing, you can use the blade here too, like this. This will be like good PvE, man. If you're doing PvE, man, PvE Stigma, man, this will do the job. You can use this Stigma. I know a lot of you guys will use Aether still, like here. That's gonna be good too. It depends on what you want, but I mean, if you put that, you get this kit, and this kit is fucking useless. So I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to put that. So personally, I think I would go. It's depend on what you're doing. If you're doing like AB, I would put sprint. If you're doing AB, I will put sprint. Or if you're doing an instance, you don't need to fucking move, never move. I will put this one. So if you don't need to move, I will put this one. If you need to move in the instance a lot, I will put the sprint. If you don't need to move, I will go with this one. So this is gonna be about the Stigma, guys. So this one was PvE, by the way, PvP group. So this is the Stigma build. Like I say, it's the Stigma I'm using, not the Stigma you using. So if you got any question or think my shit are garbage, because I mean you got your own ID and this is mine, this is my build, feel free to answer in a comment, write what you think it's better, feel free to talk shit me or and say you think this is what I'm doing is stupid. Let everyone read what you have to say and I will reply to every of your comment. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope it's helping you. Like I said, you asked me for telling you my secret on the Stigma. This is my secret, so now you know why I'm bad. So thanks for watching, guys. Later, man. Take care.